This is the SP110s welding machine for IR fusion. We have a heater and a planer here, printer attached to the side, heater plug on the back. We have to make sure that all the catches that allow the heater and the planer to move are released, and that we have the right clamps in the right reducers in the clamps. When you turn the machine on, use the barcode reader. It will ask you to swipe the welder barcode, which we do. That allows you to choose a language to use. We then are presented with this screen, which asks us for the material and the size. In this instance, we're going to choose PVDF and 32mm. It automatically defaults to SDR21PN16 on this particular size. We're ready to start. We press the OK button and bring the planer into the first position. When moving this carriage, we use the green button. Depress that with the finger and press the move button. This allows you to stop getting anybody's fingers jammed into the machine. When the planer is in this position, we can then fit the pipes and fittings up against the planer. The clamps are tightened by screwing these adjuster sheets here. You can take the outer clamps off to allow you to do fitting to fitting. Obviously, if I was doing this in a production environment, I would be squaring these fittings up with a level after making sure that the two spirit levels on the machine itself are set correctly. Okay, once the fittings are in and ready to be planed, we press OK. This then opens the clamp slightly and allows the planer to come into the second position, which is the forward position for planing. In order to do this, you press the green button again and press start. Planer automatically starts and will cut off a controlled amount of material, which is approximately 1.5mm each side. When it's complete, it will then open up and allow us to take the planer all the way to the back. We then clean up the swarf from the centre, and then we're ready to check the alignment. It's asking us, is the planing correct? So we say planing OK. Close the machine again, depressing the green button, and then we're going to check the alignment. This is done by firstly checking the horizontal and then the vertical. There are adjusters here and here. If you adjust the vertical, you will throw the horizontal out, so it's best to do the vertical first and then follow it with the horizontal to get it spot on. Once you're happy these are locked off, and we say alignment OK on the machine. Once again, green button to move the machine open, and it's now asking us to put the end caps on. This is to stop the loss of any heat due to a chimney effect, with there being a 2mm gap between the heater and the materials to be welded. Okay. Once we've done that, we can then bring the heater into the ready position, press the green button and press start. The heater automatically comes in and starts to heat up the material. As you can see from here on the graph, there is 18 seconds of heating time. That's the flashing light there. Once that heating time's elapsed, the pressure is released, the clamps open, the heater is withdrawn, and then the pipes are joined together under pressure and are cooled for 80 seconds. At this point there's nothing else for us to do except watch. It's important though during the welding process, the planing process, to make sure that all the swarf is taken out from the weld interface, just in case it was pulled up into the middle of the weld during the welding process. The last check after the weld is finished is a visual one which the machine can't do, and that's for us to check that there are nothing, no nasties in the weld area and that it looks acceptable to us. We're happy with the quality. We will then press OK, and the machine will print off a label or labels for us to adhere to the fitting or to the drawing. Once that's done, the pressure is released. We can take out the material from the clamps and proceed to the next weld. If we change in size, then we tell the machine we're doing so. If not, then it's just next, and on we go with the next process. So we've now planed, close the machine together, check the alignment. Again, checking that everything's within tolerance. That's fine. Okay, alignment okay. Open the machine, ready for the heater. Right, firstly we put the end caps on to stop the chimney effect. End caps on. Bring the heater in. Heater closes under pressure, and will heat now for 18 seconds. That signals to tell us it's going to open it now. Heater goes back, material comes together. It's now going to cool for 80 seconds. So using a multi-bend there, we've successfully welded one to the other by just using the narrow clamps in the middle. Welding process is finished. We want to remove the pipes, but first just a quick visual check. Yes, everything seems fine. Press OK. There's our welding parameters with the name of the weld, the number of the weld, the amount of material we lost during the welding process, which was 1.11 millimeter. The computer is saying that the weld is OK. Still visual check though, just to make sure. We're now ready to take the pipe out of the machine. There's our finished weld. We can then move the machine open, and we're ready to do the next weld once again.